Assalamualaikum guys, hope you're all well and hope you're having a great day. So today I've decided to make some meat pilau. It's a highly requested recipe from you guys. The weather has been absolutely brilliant and I hope you've been having an amazing time. If you suffer from hay fever though, maybe not so amazing for you guys, but I hope inshallah that you recover soon. So yeah, let's start this recipe. I made it a little darker today because usually I do make it a little lighter, but today I made it a little darker because so many of you were wanting this. So yeah, let's get on with it. Before we begin, do subscribe and also do let your family and friends know. But also, do comment today. Let me know, when do you have pilau rice? Do you have it on Eid only, special occasions, or do you have it every other day like us? Do comment, let me know. This is half a kg of lamb. The written ingredients are in the description below. So I'm just going to defrost this now. So the rice today I am using is pearl white rice. If you're using a measuring cup, it is 3 cups. Of that, if you're weighing it, it is 636 grams. Now I am washing the rice, and this process is actually really important. So we're just washing the rice like so, draining the water out and then refilling, and then we're just going to do this for a few times and then soak the rice in water and leave aside for about an hour. The longer the better ideally, because it just betters the taste of the rice. Honestly guys, in terms of this whole process, it's really worth it because I tried to be lazy at one point to see the difference, and honestly it's not worth the hassle. So stick to this and inshallah your rice will be perfect. So in a pressure cooker, if you don't have a pressure cooker, use a normal pan. I added 900 milliliters of water, or 4 cups, and that's in measuring cups, and now also adding the meat. So now for the spices, the written ingredients are in the description below. I have 1 cinnamon stick, 1.5 tablespoon of coriander whole, 1 tablespoon of cumin whole, a teaspoon of black pepper whole, 3 black cardamom, and 6 black cloves. So that all goes in the pan. And now just adding the lid on top, and if you have your own pressure cooker then just follow the guidelines for yours. And yeah, so once it whistles like so, then I time this and cook for a further 10 minutes, and then inshallah our meat shall be done. We don't want to overcook it because obviously we are going to cook it later on as well. The meat has been cooking for 10 minutes and now I shall take the steam out and then safely remove the lid. Just showing you the texture of the meat. So basically it is tender but not too tender, and that's exactly what we are wanting at this stage. So yeah, it was quite hot to touch but finally managed to break that. But yeah. In a pan, add 5 tablespoons of oil and 2 medium-sized onions and heat on medium. So we need the onion to become more of a darker brown if we want the rice to be more of a darker shade. If you want the rice to be more lighter, then this golden colour of onions is fine. The onions are looking perfect, mashallah. This is what I was looking for. Now the next stage is a really important stage. So I'm adding 1 glass of water, and then straight away I am going to be adding a lid on top and cook this for 5 minutes, low to medium heat, and this is what will bring out our colour. So in the meantime I am going to be separating the meat and the gravy, and I don't like also the spices in my rice, but if you want to add them that's fine, but personally I don't like them in my mouth, so I am going to disregard them. Now I'm going to be adding the meat to this and cook this for about 5 to 7 minutes just to give the meat colour. And yeah, then I will show you next what to do. Now I am adding 1 tablespoon of garam masala and also 1 tablespoon of cumin and coriander powder, and I'd really like to add it at this stage because it just gives the rice a really good aroma. And then I'm just going to cook this for another further 2 minutes, and then I'm going to now add the gravy and the rice. Now adding the gravy, and I'm also going to show you a way that I measure my rice, but yeah, overall the measurements are in the description below. So I drained the water out from the rice and now adding them into the pan. So just adding a bit more gravy. So how I measure my rice is I poke my finger in, and basically the tip of the finger should be touching the rice, and the first line of my finger, that's where the gravy should be, like so. And yeah, that's what I do, but overall it was 4 cups. Now that all the measurements are out of the way, I'm finally adding salt. I add about 3 tablespoons of salt, but it is salt to taste, so do add about 2 tablespoons and then give it a taste. If you want to add more, then do so. And yeah, just give that little mix, and then I will show you next what to do. So the heat is on low to medium. I'm just putting the lid on slightly and letting this cook until the water reduces. So once the water reduces and the rice is half done, I do at this stage show you when the rice is half done, but I don't know if the camera gave it any justice. But basically you will know when you touch the rice, it's not completely done, it's literally half done, and that is when we put this for dum. So what does dum mean? It basically is cooking on really low heat and making sure the lid is securely sealed. So by doing this, I add a cloth on the lid and then just knot the cloth so that it doesn't move. And yeah, so then we just cook on low heat, and I cook the rice for about 7 to 10 minutes, and then inshallah your rice will be perfect. So I also just like to add something heavy on the lid, so then the steam definitely will not come out. I'm just showing you also the heat level. It is on the lowest heat, and yeah, we're just going to cook this, like I say, for 7 to 10 minutes. So the moment of truth, and this is the time I think, oh goodness, but alhamdulillah the rice is now done and look absolutely perfect. And the best of all is that the rice are all separate, and this is exactly what we're wanting. So just showing you a close-up of the rice. So the rice are all separate, like I say, they're not mushy or anything like that, alhamdulillah. And also the meat is lovely and tender as well. So with the rice, I also made the yogurt mixture, and the written ingredients are in the description below. Thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel, do share with your family and friends, look after yourselves, and until next time, Allah Hafiz.